Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all of you for joining us here in this beautiful venue in Barcelona this afternoon. As you can see, we have some stunning images. You saw them also on the way when you came in, and they were all shot on Nokia smartphones. And you can be sure we're going to talk about this more this afternoon. I'd like to say a special welcome to all our fans who joined us here today. And I'd like to also welcome everyone who's joining us on the live stream. 2018 has been another fantastic year for us. And I'd like to start by thanking all our fans, our partners, and all of you who've been such an important part of our journey. I would like to also thank the amazing HMD team to make incredible things happen. Thank you guys, and thanks to all of you. Thank you. No doubt, 2018 has been a challenging year for the global smartphone industry. Despite this, we have seen very strong growth for Nokia smartphone. And I'm delighted to share with you that we've tripled our smartphone user base in 2018 versus the previous year. In the past 12 months, on the back of our exciting and comprehensive smartphone portfolio, we made it to the top 5 smartphone brands in many key markets across the world. And this includes key strategic regions like all of Europe, Middle East, North Africa, and Russia. And it's just a testament that consumers truly love their Nokia phones. Now, feature phone, as you well know, have always been an important segment for us. In the last year, we've been able to further strengthen our position in the feature phone segment. We are now the number one global player, both in terms of value and volume. And many of you will remember, we've truly energized this category with our originals range. The Nokia 3310 and 8110 now together enjoy more than 10 million happy consumers. So no doubt, in 2019, you will see us further doubling down in this category. And we're experiencing tremendous fast growth in our engagement with our fans, literally having hundreds of millions of engagements and conversations. An example is just recently we've released a brand new My Phone app where tens of millions of smart Nokia fans are already engaging with us, and they're using this app as their one-stop destination to either learn more about their Nokia phone or to get personalized recommendations on apps or other enhancement to their smartphones, and of course, to have exciting conversations with each other. And we're getting great insights from those conversations on what they like and expect from us. And we are extremely grateful for those more than 4 million fans who are really actively engaging with us. I'm sure some of you are in the room. Thank you for that. Now, our success, we think, comes from our laser-sharp focus on delivering on our product philosophy. We focus on what really matters to our consumers. Designs that you feel proud to own, innovations that enhance your everyday experience, and of course, our truly unique take on Android. And I feel proud that over the last 2 years, we have delivered on this promise. We are being recognized as the design craftsman of the industry, bringing design innovation not just in the high end, but we focus on the hugely relevant mid-segment. We clearly stand for quality and reliability, and we have differentiated in areas that truly matter to you, like the revolutionizing display on the Nokia 7.1, or the flagship-level imaging on the Nokia 8.1, or bringing our signature 2-day battery life on many of our Nokia smartphones. And of course, on our Android promise that's so unique to us, we are constantly delivering against our commitment of a pure, secure, and up-to-date experience, so your Nokia phones are just getting better. Now let's take a look at the original Nokia 5, and I'd like to share a very personal story with you. My nephew, who's 16 in Germany, he got a Nokia 5 back in the summer of 2017. And he was very excited when his Nokia 5 started receiving Oreo upgrade in January last year, just 6 months after he purchased the phone, bringing him new experiences like picture-in-picture. And then, just a few weeks ago, he was thrilled that his Nokia 5 received the Android Pie upgrade, while all of his friends were still stuck on an older OS. This shows how real our promise is. We keep your Nokia smartphone fresh for life. Now, living this promise, Nokia smartphones were the fastest in bringing Android Oreo to our fans and are now the fastest in bringing Android Pie. We're literally twice as fast as anyone in the industry. We now have the largest portfolio of Android Pie devices in the industry, and will soon have our entire Android portfolio on Pie still in the early part of 2019. With this, we are truly starting to change the smartphone ownership paradigm. It's no longer just about the specs and features at the day you buy your device. We are delivering the best smartphone experience throughout the ownership of your phone. An experience that delights you every day, and it just keeps getting better. This includes the best and most secure smartphone experience for enterprise customers as well. We have one of the largest portfolios of Android enterprise recommended devices, perfect for all your enterprise needs. Globally, industry-leading companies in many sectors, including technology, advanced public services, are adding Nokia smartphones to their lineup of trusted enterprise phones at a very fast pace. Along with consumers, enterprises trust their Nokia smartphones. The foundation of this experience, of course, is our deep partnership with Google and Android One. And today, you will see us further extend this. As we move forward in this journey, we'll continue to offer you the best smartphone experience, one that truly gets better.
Smartphones. They don't seem to be getting smarter, but glitchier, shorter-lived, higher-priced, and out of touch. We are different. We build phones that start with a pure Android experience, with assistants that become more personal as they learn, help batteries to manage themselves, and deliver the most up-to-date updates that don't slow you down, but improve your phone. We do this not just on our flagship products, but across every single Nokia smartphone. Only Nokia does this, because what we build and every decision we make is born from a simple optimism that innovation must move people forward, that connectivity has to empower everyone, and your phone, like life, should just keep getting better.
And we've already made a very fast start in 2019. As you remember, just last month ago, we announced deep partnerships with 3 of the leading North American carriers. This is a very bold, yet very strategic step for us. And the early feedback from our partners is really encouraging. It paves the way for us to bring more Nokia smartphones to our American fans. And now, to introduce to you the exciting 2019 lineup that you've all been coming here to see, I'm going to ask Juho to join me on stage. Welcome, Juho. Thank you.
Thank you, Florian. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at the beautiful venue in Barcelona today. And big thanks to those of you watching us from home over live stream. This is now our 3rd showdown here in MWC Barcelona as a company. And I'll go on record claiming that it will be our best one yet. You, of course, will be the judge of that. Last year, here in Barcelona, we promised that we will cater a full portfolio of Nokia phones. A Nokia phone for everyone. Delivering on this promise, we have expanded our feature phone lineup from the lowest cost 2G device all the way to 4G smart feature phones. We have renewed and intensified our value tier lineup, building on our promise of quality, craftsmanship, and like Florian said, the best Android implementation out there. And thirdly, when it comes to the more premium segment of the marketplace, we've introduced the design masterpiece with Nokia 8 Sirocco, as well as true value flagships with the Nokia 7.1 and Nokia 8.1. I think it's fair to say 2018 has been a truly fulfilling year for us, but we know that there's so much more to be done. I'm so excited to share with you that we'll actually have new news, new product announcements across all of these 3 categories. Why don't we start with feature phones? Like Florian mentioned, we are #1 when it comes to both value and volume on feature phones. But we see a great opportunity to further extend our leadership. And maybe even more importantly, to deliver even more value to all of the feature phone users out there. On that note, there's actually 400 million people who are either constrained by affordability or simply prefer the ease of use, everlasting battery life, and durability of a feature phone. Access to internet is also something that is extremely powerful and has the potential of changing people's lives. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to our first new product announcement of today. The Nokia 210, our most affordable 2.5G internet-connected device to date. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Nokia 210. Now, like I already mentioned, the new Nokia 210 has an absolutely vital role in our portfolio. It is the most affordable means for accessing internet. Built on our signature S30 Plus mobile platform, the Nokia 210 allows you to browse the web with our built-in Opera mini web browser. You can take a picture and share that over popular social networks. It also has a greatly enhanced entertainment experience with the built-in App Store. You can now download games, apps, ringtones, and wallpapers right there on your device. Of course, you have iconic Snake game to keep you entertained, a battery life that will last about a month, and you can talk all day long. Another key call-out is the new, truly energetic, yet another iconic Nokia design. We have also overhauled the icons in the UI to match the energetic new design. When it comes to availability, the Nokia 210 will be available in 3 colors: red, gray, and black. It will be available starting from next week with an average global retail price of $35. Next, let's take a look at the entry-level smartphone segment. 200 million people will buy their device at retail prices lower than $100. Many of these folks are stepping up from a feature phone, or maybe have not yet had a pleasant smartphone experience. I'm talking about markets like India, Indonesia, Vietnam, Mexico, Russia, and Africa. These consumers want a no-compromise, aspirational smartphone experience, complete with great design, smooth performance, and a good imaging experience. And you have to remember that many of these consumers are making a huge financial commitment, even if they're buying one of the most affordable smartphones out there. They need a brand with the quality you can trust. Last year, here in Barcelona, we announced Nokia One that was purposefully designed for this segment. Nokia One met great success in the marketplace. It is the largest selling Android Go edition smartphone and amongst the top performers in the sub $100 range. In key markets like India, the Nokia One climbed to be the best seller only months after its announcement. Today, I'm delighted to share with you that the Nokia One is getting a big sister. Extremely accessible and even more aspirational. The all-new Nokia One Plus. Highly aspirational, yet accessible Nokia One Plus. Thank you. If you love the playful, yet familiar design of the Nokia One, we hope you'll absolutely love the stunning Nokia One Plus. Bringing a progressive design, cutting-edge technology to the value segment, finished with a gorgeous nano pattern for a premium tactile look and feel. One of the key investment areas with the Nokia One Plus is the display. The Nokia One Plus features a particularly vibrant 5.45-inch IPS 18:9 screen. So whether you're browsing web content, watching a movie, or playing a game, the Nokia One Plus has you covered. Now, when it comes to imaging, we've upgraded the primary camera to an 8-megapixel sensor with autofocus, while the front-facing camera has been stepped up to 5 megapixels. We're also deploying features like Beautify to further enhance your imaging experience. The Nokia One Plus, of course, features our signature promise of an Android experience that only gets better over time. Pure, secure, and up-to-date. Featuring the Android Pie Go edition, the Nokia One Plus is optimized to perform, gives you 500 megabytes more storage space for your personal use, and has new versions of Google Go apps, such as the YouTube Go and Maps Go, running even more efficiently with lower data consumption. And needless to say, it features the latest security features. Nokia One Plus allows you to step up to smart in a progressive design, beautiful screen, and a good imaging experience from the brand you can trust. It will be available in 3 colors: red, black, and blue. Nokia One Plus will be available in early March at an average global retail price of $99. Okay, so we've covered feature phone and entry-level smartphone. Let's step up to what I'll call here the mass market segment. Think $100 to $200. This is where 1/3 of the consumers will buy their phones. That is a mind-blowing volume of 450 million units in 2019. Like we said here in MWC 2 years ago, we believe that our product strategy, built around craftsmanship, quality, and the best Android experience out there, is uniquely suited for this segment. Today, we will introduce 2 brand new Nokia Android smartphones for the mass market. Let's start with the all-new Nokia 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Nokia 4. Thank you. Nokia 4 exemplifies our very human approach to design. It is a beautiful, compact design that nestles in your hand and fits in your pocket. The highly tactile frame meets with sculpted glass on the front and on the back, giving you a very premium design experience. Featuring latest generation Qualcomm Snapdragon 439 octa-core mobile platform, flagship-grade design, latest display technology with 5.7-inch HD panel, and a dual camera, the Nokia 4 delivers a lot of value. Next, I would like to introduce you to the new Nokia 3. The new Nokia 3 delivering a segment-leading viewing experience. The Nokia 3 features a truly emotive, pure design. We've used polished polycarbonate unibody seamlessly meeting with the all-screen design. To give you the ultimate viewing experience, we're delivering an astonishing 6.26-inch HD Plus screen of excellent quality, paired with a 4,000 milliamp battery and Qualcomm Snapdragon 429 mobile platform. The new Nokia 3 will not only deliver you an excellent viewing experience, it also delivers on our signature promise of 2-day battery life. There are two signature elements that we're introducing in the designs of the new Nokia 4 and the new Nokia 3. First of all, I'm not sure if you realize that, but it turns out that on average, all of us check our phone 80 times a day, just to make sure that we're not missing out on any action. To make your life easier, we've introduced a calm breathing notification light to the power key of both Nokia 3 and Nokia 4. So whether the device is laying on its face or on its back, you will be able to tell if the device requires your attention. Continuing on that note, to perfecting the user experience, we've packed another signature experience into these two smartphones. Voice is becoming more and more important. Whether it's a tool for searching information or operating your phone, you can now unleash the power of Google Assistant and advanced AI capabilities with a single push of a button. We have integrated Google Assistant button to both of these designs. To talk to you more about our close partnership and this brilliant experience, it is my pleasure to invite on the stage Austin from Google. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Austin Chang. Thank you, Juho, for welcoming
Our pleasure.
I lead Google's mobile and emerging market efforts for the Google Assistant. And first off, I was going to say we're very excited to be here at MWC to share what an amazing year we've had with great partners such as HMD. Just think, a little over 2 years ago, the Google Assistant was born, and now it is built into over 1 billion devices, including Android phones, in over 80 countries and 30 languages around the world. Phones are the primary way users interact with the Google Assistant, and we're emphasizing and focusing in 3 areas. First is intelligently integrated into the hardware and software of the phone to bring unique experiences. Second is to make the Google Assistant the easiest and fastest way to get things done. And third, we want it to be designed for all user types around the world. So first, let's talk about Android phones. They've always supported the long press on home button to bring up the Google Assistant. However, to make this experience more helpful and faster for the user, we've partnered with HMD to introduce the Google Assistant button to their broad range of Android devices, including the new Nokia 3 and 4. It's a helpful reminder that the Google Assistant is there to help you with just a tap of the button. A single tap will launch the Google Assistant to help users get things done on the go, say faster answers to help you get directions, and a million other actions. Double tap will bring up the Google Assistant virtual quick overview of your day. This is helpful to see when your next appointment is, if you have contextual weather or traffic information, if you're running late. One of the first things we noticed and learned is that on the Assistant, queries are very different than they are on search. Users like to take action with their voice. Great example of this is messaging and calling on the go. Instead of opening an app, finding your contact, typing away, and then hitting send, with a single tap of the Google Assistant button, I can say, "Hey, Juho, thanks for having me on stage." It's that easy. A second example is actually just staying productive with your phone. By pressing the Google Assistant button, you can easily look up your next appointment, create a reminder to say pick up milk on the way home, or set an alarm to wake you up for the next morning. One of the interesting trends, to follow up on what Juho said, is that we're seeing in places that users are coming online for the first time is their propensity to use voice. The Assistant's active user base has grown 7 times in these countries where users are coming online for the first time. Let me share with you a quick story. Here's Dewey. She's a young mother in Indonesia. She actually was intimidated by technology before, not until she started using her voice. She wanted to redesign her home renovation, her porch, but was intimidated and wasn't sure where to start with all the websites and apps that were out there. So she turned to her Google Assistant. With the Assistant, Dewey found all of the tutorials, how-to guides, and reference materials that she needed to tackle her project. Now she's a regular Google Assistant user to help her look up recipes and new cooking techniques, help her little brother with her homework, and find the best prices available for online shopping. So with HMD's strong history of building rich mobile experiences and investment in AI, we're very excited to bring the Google Assistant with them to more users.
Thank you so much, Austin. Thank you. And big thank you to all of our friends at Google. Like I said in the beginning, we are very committed to bringing the latest experience and technology, even the mass market price points. In addition to fingerprint sensor, both Nokia 3 and Nokia 4 will also feature face unlock as a complementary means for biometric authentication. It turns out that all of us unlock our phone on average 150 times a day. We wanted to make this as convenient as possible. Both the all-new Nokia 4 and the Nokia 3 also feature great imaging experience. The primary camera on both of these devices is a 13-megapixel sensor that will deliver crisp pictures in day and night. In addition, the Nokia 4 features a depth sensor, so you can create that professional bokeh effect. We're also deploying some of the cool stuff that you're familiar with from the higher end of the marketplace. Both of these devices will recognize the conditions that you're taking the picture in, as well as what you're trying to capture. Depending on the scene, we might take multiple pictures with different exposure values and stack them for better low-light performance, or use advanced HDR to make sure that you have good contrast and detail in areas that are deep in the shadow, as well as out there in the bright sunlight. When it comes to AR, we have Google Lens integrated in the camera viewfinder for both of these devices, so you can interact with the world around you. Secondly, you have all of those cool post-production opportunities that Google Photos bring. Needless to say, both of these devices are a part of our Android One smartphones family. Like Florian said, they will only get better over time, featuring our signature promise of 3 years of monthly security updates and 2 years of big platform updates, an experience that is bloatware-free and brings you the latest Google innovation. When it comes to availability, the new Nokia 3 will be available in black and in popular steel color, while the new Nokia 4 will ship in black and our new signature pink sand color. Both of these devices deliver extraordinary value. When it comes to average global retail prices, the Nokia 3 will start at $139, while the Nokia 4 will start from $169 US. Both of these devices will start shipping in April. Okay. As we all know, Nokia phones have always stood for innovation. From introducing the first megapixel camera on a smartphone, to Zeiss optics, to astonishing devices like the Nokia 808 PureView, Nokia phones have also always been at the forefront of imaging. We want to uphold this tradition. We have taken a very bold step to pioneer something truly unique and daring. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of the photography enthusiasts out there who are as passionate about capturing stunning images as they are about post-production, I am excited to announce a smartphone with not one, not two, but 5 Zeiss lenses. It is an absolute pleasure to introduce to you the all-new, highly anticipated Nokia 9 PureView. Thank you. The Nokia 9 PureView features world's first 5-camera array. 2 out of these 5 cameras are color or RGB, delivering excellent vibrant color information, while the other 3 are monochrome. Monochrome cameras have a distinct advantage to them. They do not filter for that red, green, and blue, but they capture the entire spectrum of light. This allows us to capture 2.9 times light for each sensor. This 5-camera array is controlled by a custom ASIC that we've developed together with a company called Light. The imaging coprocessor can instruct all of the 5 cameras independently, adjusting the white balance and exposure across the scene. Every capture with Nokia 9 PureView takes at least 1 simultaneous picture with all of the 5 cameras, delivering you imaging information worth of 60 megapixels. But depending on the scene, we can go all the way up to 240 megapixels. In addition to the unique camera array and the imaging coprocessor, the Nokia 9 PureView is also the first time that a smartphone fully utilizes the heterogeneous computing power of the Qualcomm Snapdragon mobile platform. Typical smartphone uses the CPU to process the images, while we use the ISP, DSP, CPU, and GPU at the same time with optimal workload. The end result is 3 times faster noise reduction and 10 times lower power consumption. I would like to thank all of the engineers at Qualcomm, Light, in making this happen together with us. Let's take a look at the benefits. I will start with dynamic range. Given that the Nokia 9 PureView has the 5 cameras with different exposure values across the scene, the Nokia 9 PureView delivers stellar, unprecedented dynamic range. I'm talking about 12.4 stops. Now we can preserve detail and contrast in areas that are deep in the shadow or bright in the daylight. Next big benefit of the Nokia 9 PureView is the unparalleled full view depth map. I'm talking about a 12 megapixel depth map across the entire scene with 1,200 layers. We then use machine learning to scale these layers to become effectively an infinite amount of layers of depth, ranging from 7 centimeters all the way to 40 meters. Moving on to what I would call the signature experience of the Nokia 9 PureView. Any expert will tell you that 50% of the art is in post-production. A JPEG that a normal smartphone captures is already processed, refined, and compressed. Its dynamic range and its potential has been already set for you. For those of you who want to be in creative control, For those of you who want to be in creative control, the Nokia 9 PureView will create a raw image of unprecedented quality. Now you get in DNG format all of those 12.4 stops and all of the detail from the 5 cameras. We've partnered with Adobe on Lightroom. You might know Lightroom as the most intuitive means of editing a raw image right there on your Nokia 9 PureView. Now you can be the creative director. You can decide how the dynamic range is presented. In addition, we will develop together with Adobe and shortly release a custom lens profile, further enhancing the raw capture experience with your Nokia 9 PureView. We've also partnered with Google to ensure that the refocus experience is as pleasant as possible. You can now go to Google Photos and edit the refocus and decide what kind of a blur or bokeh effect you wanted for your picture. Another signature benefit is that the Nokia 9 PureView can deliver truly atmospheric black and white pictures. Since we have those 3 native monochrome cameras capturing that 2.9 times more light, we can perform image fusion with simply these cameras, delivering an extraordinary amount of detail. Now, many of you already know our signature camera UI, the Pro camera. Based on popular demand from our fans, we've expanded the range of settings. Now you're able to set the exposure time up to 10 seconds at and the value at every third of a step. Now, to talk more about imaging, it is my distinct pleasure to invite on the stage a fellow Finn and a renowned wildlife photographer, Konsta Punkka. Welcome.
Thanks, Juso.
Thank you. So Konsta, you've been playing with the Nokia 9 PureView for a few weeks. Could you share some of your experience with us?
Yeah, so I took the phone to the Scottish Highlands, and you can find sceneries like this one. So what I loved about new Nokia 9 PureView phone was that I was able to capture the very rich details in the dark shadows, and at the same time I could capture the details in the bright highlights. So it worked in both ways.
That looks absolutely stunning. And then you're, of course, known for wildlife photography. Could you show us some of that as well?
Yeah, so I basically followed a herd of deers for a few days to get up close and personal with them. And when it comes to wildlife, it can be tricky because they are fast-moving and can do stuff. But with the new phone, I could capture the moment and then repurpose the focus afterwards. So it really helps on the photography. And this is really a game changer according to the phone photography, I would say.
Sounds like you have the best job ever. And then I also understand that you took a helicopter ride in Barcelona, right?
Yeah, we did a sunrise heli flight over the city and went around the Sagrada Familia. And what I really liked of the phone was that even though we went really fast with the helicopter, I could capture very stunning images with full detail and full textures, and it worked very well. No problem.
That looks amazing. How about then editing or post-processing overall?
So for me, I always shoot raw files. So with the new phone, we can get out very big raw files, and we can then switch them to the Lightroom mobile app and use them through the Nokia 9 PureView phone. So it works like a dream for me with that stuff, and I can use the shots everywhere.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the
insight.
You.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Konsta Punkka. Okay, so every Nokia Android smartphone, of course, also has to be a design masterpiece. The Nokia 9 PureView is milled out of a single block of 6000 series aluminum, giving you excellent structural reliability. We then anodize and polish the frame for the beautiful midnight blue finish. The aluminum is made by vacuum-molded 3D Gorilla Glass 5 on the back and sculpted Gorilla Glass 5 on the front. Where these two materials are perfectly fused together, we've added our signature diamond cuts. And what makes this design and the imaging innovation even more impressive is that all of it is housed in the 6mm thin body without a camera pump. I'll have to correct myself, 8mm thin body without a camera pump. Thank you, Florian. This premium design is IP67 rated. So if you end up going for a swim with your Nokia 9 PureView, you should be just fine. It features integrated wireless charging as well. Now, when you're capturing this amazing dynamic range, you need a display to match. The Nokia 9 PureView features a 2K plastic OLED panel built to our Pure Display standard. Now, when it comes to color reproduction and color accuracy, we trust that you will be quite happy. On the note of biometric authentication, we have a fingerprint sensor under the display, as well as face unlock. The Nokia 9 PureView will be available in the stunning midnight blue that I'm holding in my hand, with the 6 GB RAM, 128 gigabyte ROM memory configuration, priced at an average global retail price of $699. The Nokia 9 peer review will be available during March, and we will be starting pre-orders for the Nokia 9 peer review in selected markets immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the Nokia 210, our most affordable 2.5G internet device. Nokia One Plus, entry-level smartphone, the big screen, better imaging, and a highly aspirational design. New Nokia 3 with its massive viewing experience and our signature 2-day battery life promise. Nokia 4 with its cutting-edge design, smooth performance, dual cameras, and AI-powered imaging experience. And of course, the Nokia 9 PureView, world's first 5-camera array in a smartphone. At this stage, I would like to invite back on the stage Konsta, Florian, and Austin. Come on over, guys. Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
He had a lot to cover today, Juho, so we give him credit for that. Awesome job, Juho.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Smartphones. They don't seem to be getting smarter, but glitchier, shorter lived, higher priced.